Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Hello, that was very quick. I didn't mean it to transition like that, but hello. What's going on? How's everybody doing? I'm joined here by my main man, Mr. L Taylor, back again with all the streams. He's got a wildcard draft today and not a Scooby what to do about it, so I think that's what we'll be doing for most of the stream. But obviously, get all your questions in the comments section and we'll go through and run through as many of them as we can. I see Keegan in there already in a similar dilemma. He's in it with a dilemma with duo. He's potentially playing when hitting in -16, so let us know in the comments, Keon, what that what that -16 is going to entail for Ocean, and then we'll come to that question very, very quickly. What I will do now is actually, yeah, let's go straight on into the question, and I will try and figure out a way of getting your team up onto this screen. So, Castagna and Rudiger, or Fofana and Azpilicueta. So, El, if you don't mind kicking us off, what do you think about that?
Yeah, sure. I would probably go for the second combo, I think.
So that
Um,
was
so Fofana and Aspie for me. So he's
Fofana.
basically asking, um, attacking Leicester defender and Chelsea centre back, or attacking Chelsea defender and
Mhm.
Leicester centre back, I guess.
So I guess with the
I think
go on.
I was going to say that I think Aspie is probably the one that would get you the more returns than Castagna.
Yeah,
Um,
I do agree with
I think
that.
they're both good combos though.
Was it Castagna and Rudiger?
It was, yes.
Yeah, I also just think that they're more likely the Azpilicueta for Fana more likely to play week in week out as well.
Mm,
Just in terms of playing, Rudiger, bit of a rotation risk. Castagna, I don't think he'll really get rotated that much, but he could. You never know. With
yeah.
Leicester, there's a lot of rotation going on in that side, especially with the likes of Madison coming back. I don't know how. I don't think Barnes is too close. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of potential rotation in that side. So I think the Azpilicueta, you're spot on the money there. El. The Azpilicueta one is the one I would probably go for. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to transfer my team over onto the page. See if that works. Ahoy, fresh transitions, let's go. So this is how I'm lining up at the minute. I made the transfer, El. I made the transfer
Oh yeah.
to Pedro Neto. Mainly just because, I've been thinking about, I think I've been talking to you about bringing Neto for such a long period of time that
Mm,
if I didn't bring in Neto, especially as they play tonight, I'd be, honestly, if Neto went and did anything tonight, I'd be fuming if I didn't own him. Absolutely fuming. So I've kind of just gone for my gut move. It's the move I'm probably most happy with as well.
mm.
It is a bit of a dead move because it's just Rafinha to Neto, and I've quite liked owning Rafinha, to be honest. Um, so I am sad to see him go, but and I also did have quite a lot of value in him, but I think it's got to the stage of the season where value for me doesn't really matter as long as you can afford the team that you want. Like value for me is completely out the window, the kind of value for money aspect,
Mm.
because um, right now, just looking for players who are going to get me the points as the differentials. And yeah, I hope Neto can be one of them. I've seen what I see. You've actually, I brought up your wildcard now, so we'll transition into that. So I see you've got Trent in there, and I've heard people discuss that
I do.
Nat Phillips is the better option because he's cheaper, more value for money. Now, going along with what I've just said, obviously, my opinion on that, but what's your opinion of that? Because I've heard people say that maybe, um, Trent is way too expensive and Nat Phillips just has to be the one. So I see Trent's in there. So what's your thinking?
I did have the double up originally. I had Trent and Phillips.
Hmm.
Um, but then I was thinking if Jota really starts banging goals in,
Yeah.
then I want to be able to do a quick swap.
So Madison
So
to
I've
Yota.
switched
Or Torres. Torres. I didn't even
Madison. Yeah,
see Torres. My man. Is that just
yeah.
like 1 week
Torres is
plan
there
sort of
just for
thing?
this week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No, I
Then
wrote that.
straight swap to Son for next week.
Oh, you've got the money in the
Um,
bank, do you?
yeah, I've got 3 mil still. To be fair.
3 mil in the bank. Man,
Um,
I love to see it.
but yeah, Trent. I don't know. I think Liverpool's fixtures are so nice, and Trent's starting to look reasonably okay again.
Mm.
So he's a player that I did want to have on my
Yeah, yeah.
wild card. Um, but yeah, honestly, the amount of drafts happening has been crazy.
Yeah, so you got Neves in there as well. Why no Neto?
Neves, yeah, I tried to get Neto, but
How much
couldn't
cheaper is
quite afford him.
Neves?
5.1, so I think 0.6 cheaper.
0.6, and you can't extract that out of holding. How much is holding for? Is he 4.2 now?
4.2, yeah, so he's quite cheap already.
I'll say with holding,
But
why don't you just go Lascelles? Just because Lascelles actually plays. I don't think holding really plays.
he's been playing a reasonable amount.
In here and there, here and there, here and there.
Here and there, exactly. He started against Liverpool. But yeah, it's 20 minutes, isn't it? I need to start thinking again.
It's 20 minutes. Get that cap on, mate.
Oh no! Why can't it be like?
Well, let me give it. We'll give you a bit of time to think, and I'll roll through these questions.
No, it's all right. It's useful talking. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'll roll through these questions, and then I say when it's 10 minutes to go, give you another 10 minutes to have a ponder and see if you draft anything else.
Yeah.
Last minute wildcard. Have you been thinking about this all day?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, sweet. So, Casper comes with Salah, DCL, Bamford, and Phillips to Jota, Iheanacho, Kane, and Trent. My word! If you're on a wild card, then like fair enough. But as like a what would that be? A minus. The lowest that could be is a -8 if you got 2 free transfers. And I mean, Salah out though. I don't know if I like the Salah out, but the rest of the moves I think are great. And obviously, I guess Salah allows you to get Kane. Trent could bang, Jota could bang, Iheanacho could bang. So I think the moves on paper are good, but the minuses maybe a little too much. But yeah, fair play to you. Keaton coming in with a Neves for Jadings, regret it. Tierney out, Cody in, Rafinha out, Jota, Dallas for Phillips. Nat Phillips, everyone is loving Nat Phillips at the minute. Rafinha, yeah, Jota for Rafinha. I've talked to some Liverpool fans, and they, well, many ask feel that Jota will play on the left wing. Mane's going to get the bench this weekend, so I think Jota looks like a pretty nice move for the coming week. Mainly reason, I was looking at Jota, right, and I could have gone for Jota, but I know I'm going to want to transfer in Zaha for GAMEWEEK 35. It's just happening. That move is just happening. At this point in the season where I don't particularly have that much to play for, to be honest. My plan is when Palace get the double game week, I'm just going to bring Zaha in and captain him. What
will be your double?
Sheffield, Southampton.
Oh, that's nice, to be fair.
Come on, man. Going to wildcard in 32. Which transfer should I make this week? Gundo to Lindegaard, or Martinez to Mendy, or Ayling to Rudiger? Oh, what do you think? You've got one, so you wildcard next week, so it doesn't matter. So why not, as just a 1 week punt, go for maybe a Manchester City player? You could even go for an Odegaard. That Odegaard, Arsenal will play against Sheffield United, so as a 1 week punt, doesn't look bad. But out of those options that you're picking, I probably want to go for I lead toward Lingard because it's the attacking option. But I think either one of Rudiger or Mendy could absolutely smash it. I'd go Rudiger over Mendy just because Martinez can pick up save points. But yeah, so some tough decisions got there. Might take KDB out for Mahrez. My word, just full on -20 Keegan. Just at this point, just fuck it. At this point, just fuck it. Leno or Rudiger? Leno and Rudiger on Mendy and Vestergaard. Leno and Rudiger, Mendy and Vestergaard. Thing is, probably Leno and Rudiger for me, to be honest. I think Mendy is the better keeper, but Vestergaard has one good fixture left out of his good run of fixtures, and that's West Brom. Then he has a tough game week 32, blanks game week 33. 34 ain't great. Obviously, has got a double game week at some point, but yeah, I'd go for Rudiger and Leno for me. I think Leno and Mendy are I guess you probably don't want to double up, but yeah, I think Leno and Rudiger will be the one I go to. Is Captain Iheanacho insane? I wouldn't say it's completely insane, especially given the captaincy options this week. Captaining someone a little bit differential like Iheanacho could genuinely send you absolutely flying. Who are you on the captaincy? You know what? I'm so tempted to make a last minute move to Bruno, on the captaincy.
What's Captain Bruno?
Yeah, just because
yeah, It's a tough one. I think United could smash it. To be
I
fair,
think United could. Back end of the season. Do I do it?
who are you on at the moment? I can't
Kane.
remember.
I'm on Kane.
Are you on Kane against United? Oh, fair.
You know what? My gut is telling me to do it.
I'll definitely take it off Kane, but it's just whether he put it on.
No, it's gone on Bruno. I don't normally make last minute moves, but right now it's just like fuck it, like absolute fuck it. My gut really like tells me to do this. No chat like Bruno's not going to get benched, is he? He's not going to get benched.
Oh no, don't worry. No, it's not against Spurs. Yeah, don't worry. There's a game
Through
that
with
he's
those two
going to
trackers
start.
there, yeah, man, I feel you. Penguin, how you doing, fellow? It was great to have a little catch up on the stream with you. This stream for me is like a little bit rushed. I would love to have like got you one, but I'll sort something out for next week for sure. But yeah, literally just like bundled this one together because I didn't manage to catch the deadline last week because everyone was just relaxing over the bank holiday weekend. I hope everyone had a good weekend and I hope everyone is going to have a good weekend with all the FPL action. So we've got Martinez and Watkins out for Alisson and Iheanacho next week. What do you think? Martinez and Watkins out for Alisson and Iheanacho. I'm just trying to process that through my brain. For some reason, that's just not going into my head. Alisson and Iheanacho. Yeah, so, okay, it's processed. Iheanacho, I like, decent move. Watkins will have a double. Does have a nice game with 33 as well, so I'm not 100% sure on that move. But it's also not a bad move. Either Martinez looks pretty stinky in terms of kind of fixtures going through until the end of the season. So I don't mind the goalkeeper move at all. For Alisson, though, it's a little bit controversial because the max he's going to get is 6 points, realistically, every single week. He's not going to get on the bonus points with the likes of Trent, Rob over there, absolutely cleaning those up, and maybe Salah getting in there as well, and even Jota, and I don't think he'll be facing too many saves, but in terms of clean sheet prospects, I think Liverpool are actually looking very good, and they are the third best team for expected goals against. Only Chelsea and Manchester City have a better expected goals against, so Liverpool defensively actually look pretty tidy. If I go into Rudiger, watch through, so I start Wan-Bissaka, Cody, Rudiger, Cancelo, Lawson. Cancelo, bish bash bosh, straight in there for me, please. Cody as the second one. Rudiger. Rudiger probably as the third, especially if you have Spurs assets. What are you saying now?
Yeah. I was just going to say, I'd definitely bench Wan-Bissaka this week, I think.
Concur.
Although saying that, he'll probably going to score now.
Leno and
in terms of clean sheets,
yeah.
I don't think that'll be happening.
Yeah, man.
Who knows,
do I
though?
change it back to Kane?
I can't see Spurs scoring many, to be honest, Jobs.
Nah, I kind of think that as well, to be honest. And when I've been looking at all these stats, I'm kind of thinking, well, Spurs against Newcastle, like, they conceded 2 goals to 2 to Newcastle.
Exactly.
Newcastle. Yeah.
Mourinho just can't.
The thing is, I can see Kane scoring, but I think that Fernandes could have a good week this week. Leno and Aspi, Rudiger on Mendy and Holding. Leno and Aspi, Holding doesn't really play, I don't think. Only have 0.2 in the back. That's a shame. This is WrestleMania week. What is your best WrestleMania? Oh, Jesus. Maybe come to that. I don't even know if I've got one, to be honest with you. John Cena. There you go. Anything to do with the guy. Nice. Aubameyang captain. Could be a nice little punt this week. He's been rested in the Europa League. So if I had Aubameyang, I think I'd definitely be captaining him. So yeah, I do like that. Be Undertaker. My transfers this week: Watkins to Vardy, Bamford to Wood, Bale to Jota. Love it, Dylan. Those are some smashing moves. I can't really critique any of those, to be honest, as I could absolutely tear apart that wild card, but can't critique any of those moves. My transfers no, I've done that. My captain is KDB, Wood or Kane Vice. Ooh, big decision. Yeah, I was leaning towards Wood as well, to be honest. Yeah, I think Wood, and that vice captain may actually come into play, because who knows where the KDB will start. Sterling or Salah captain. Sterling, I think has a bit of potential, but Salah's definitely a safer option. Will play against Villa at home at Anfield, although they have been pretty awful at Anfield of late. Bale bench Watkins or Rafinha. Bench Rafinha. Liverpool. Yeah, it's against Liverpool. They won 7-2 last time, so let's be open for that again. Bamford or Veltman. Who did Brighton play?
Very different players.
Yeah, who did Brighton play this week?
That's Everton.
That's
Everton
a
at home.
cracking. I don't think. Thing is, I don't think I'd probably go for the attacker in that situation. Just because of the Veltman may get 1 point and Bamford might get 2. Just as simple as that. I don't expect either of them to do anything, but I think Bamford's got a better chance anyway. Antonio's out, sure he is. Lacazette or Iheanacho. Iheanacho probably ends up playing more games than Lacazette, but Lacazette with the fixtures that Arsenal do have looks like he could be a cracking option. I'd probably lean towards Iheanacho. But it's a tight one. Should I buy Captain Sterling? I mean, it's punty for sure, just because of the fact, word. There we go. They're compiling. Just because of the fact that Sterling isn't going to play week in, week out. We know that for sure with Pep's rotation. He can, as a 1 week punt, cracking. Think he will play this week. Fresh legs, as Pep went and said last week. So I think he could absolutely smash against Leeds this week. So yeah, could be a cracking option. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. I'm kind of on 20 viewers, 2 likes. So let's get that like up. If you're on around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Really trying to push for that 1K mark. Getting close. As coming in out and saying that the double Burnley attack is absolutely disgusting.
I do have reasoning, to be fair.
Whether he means disgusting in a good or bad way, that's to you to interpret. Who to captain?
Being highly complimentary.
Highly complimentary. Who to captain? De Bruyne, Gundo, Jota, Bruno, Kane. My God, I'm on Bruno at the minute. But yeah, that's flip a coin, fella. If I had De Bruyne, I probably would be captaining him though. So that's the one I lean towards, to be honest. DCL or Jota captain? My word, El, what do you think about this one? That's too rogue captaincy choice from another person called Ole. The brothers unite.
I'd say Az thinks Jota's going to start, doesn't he? So I'd probably go Jota.
Yeah.
I think DCL can. He's not looking great at the moment, I have to say, DCL.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. Sorry, Hassan. I just scrolling back up to find your comment there. He's got the team of Foster, Rudiger, Diaz, Shaw, Sufal, Bruno, Jota, Gundogan, Mount, Lindegaard, Kane, a bench, Alice Watkins. Who shall I captain? And is this a good? Yes, it looks like a solid lineup. To be honest, I like the benching choices. Yeah, like you've chosen. Who to captain? It's a really tough one. Bruno, Kane, and I'd say it's mainly between Bruno, Kane, maybe Jota as an outside punt. The only thing I would say is that there's a lot of conflict in that team, which could go well with having Luke Shaw, Kane, Son, and Bruno. Hell of a lot of conflict. Maybe between the two Spurs attack and the Man United defence, but you never know. Shaw is good for bonus points and can pick up assists as well, so it's definitely not bad. But yeah, I'd probably go for one of Kane on Bruno. I've just swapped to Bruno because I actually can see Spurs getting battered by United. Oh yeah, and I was about to say, number 3 in the bank. What 3 players should I bring in for Martinez, Watkins, or Rafinha? Jesus, that's a hell of a choice. Leno, Wood, Neto, smashed it in one. Let's go. Kane or KDB captain? I go for KDB out of that. Jota or Gundo? Jota for me. Trent over Phillips, but I have to get Ferguson and Holding over Fofana and Shaw. Interesting. So if you'd be playing Fofana and Shaw week in, week out, then probably go for Phillips. But with Trent, if you'd be benching the other players, and you could just play Trent, then I'd be going for Trent. But out of the combination, if you have to play, I mean, I'm guessing you wouldn't be playing Ferguson if you're bringing Trent in. But yeah, if it leaves you a really bad team elsewhere, then Phillips is probably the one. DCL or Salah captain? Salah for me. Although he's been poor of late, DCL hasn't been that great either. So yeah, I'll be going for Salah. Laka, Ings or Iheanacho? Very tough choice that. You've got one side Ings, looks great, especially with the fixtures, but does have a blank game week and heavily prone to injury. Lacazette, the best fixtures probably out of the lot, but prone to a bit of rotation. Iheanacho, we don't really know what's going to go on there. Could get rotated, maybe not. But on really good kind of kind of form of late, so I'll maybe go for Iheanacho for that reason. But I think Ings could absolutely smash it. Wilson, if Wilson is back for the back end of the season, or last 2 games especially, can be a massive pick. Digne or Veltman, probably Digne for me, to be honest. But obviously, depending that's a transfer that's very dependent on what you want to do with your team. Because both players are very different in price. But Digne, I think we'll get my point. Start Dunk or Aina. That's tough because I have a massive bias right now of wanting Neto to do really, really fucking well. What do you think? I'm going to be really biased with this one, so Dunk or Aina.
I think even without fixtures, probably go for Dunk still.
Yeah.
He's a reasonable goal threat.
Everton
playing for a solid team. Yeah, I could see a clean sheet there, to be honest. Just to keep DCL quiet, which doesn't seem to be that hard these days. Then yeah, I could see Dunk doing quite well. And if Brighton get a clean sheet, Dunk's probably going to get a reasonable amount of bonus points as well.
Yeah, it's fair enough. I'd probably maybe lean towards Aina, just because I know that I want Neto to do really well. Fulham are scrapping and Wolves have been reasonably poor of late. So if I'm putting a really realistic neutral hat on, maybe Aina. But Dunk, they're both good options, and obviously we can see why you've got that kind of problem. 5 minutes until the deadline, guys, so don't forget to confirm the captaincy picks. Make sure you've got the correct team selections. Get those screenshots at the ready for the deadline. Owen's just texted me saying it wasn't all on my phone. I just panicked to -4. Let's see what he's brought in. Panicked to -4. Brought in Vardy to captain him. I can't see who else he's brought in. Mount. Did Owen have Mount before? I'm pretty sure he did. Panicked to -4. I can't see who else he's brought in. Nat Phillips. He didn't have Nat Phillips. But that's an enabling move to get Vardy up front. Jeez. Vardy in for the captain. What do we think about that, El? Vardy captained in for Owen this week.
I think Vardy's a sick option, to be fair. Especially maybe not this week, but certainly going forward.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to see how
very nice picture.
I'm going to see how Vardy does. If he goes and smashes it this week, he may well be coming into my team. Basically, effectively. Just subscribed. I love the show so far. I'm on wildcard, pretty settled, but now tempted by Reece James. So do you think? Thanks for subscribing as well, Anton. So do you think Reece James? Do you think Rudiger, Shaw versus Rudiger and Shaw versus James and Cody? Interesting. Not too sure about Reece James because don't know how. Has he been playing a lot of late? I've not really been following Reece James. In terms of
he's on this a risk, isn't he? I think.
Yeah, I want to confirm that though. Whether he has actually, whether he is a risk or I just think that he is a risk, if you know what I mean. Let's go on, Reece James. Have you been playing week in, week out? So against West Brom, you played. Against Leeds, played 20 minutes. So he's only played a full 90 twice in the past 6 games. Twice in the past 5 games, so maybe I wouldn't be going for Reece James. And for that reason, I probably have to go for the other pairing of Rudiger and Shaw. I also do think Shaw is a cracking option. I think more and more people will be hopping on Shaw towards the end of the season. Dubravka as P, Cody, Phillips, Mount Fernandez, Cody, Neves, King, bench. Looks very nice, Kevin. Looks very, very nice. Bamford and White to Vardy and Phillips. Yeah, I mean, I think I can see myself depending on the influence I get from this weekend, depending on how Vardy does. I've got enough money to go Bamford to Vardy, just straight. So I can see myself, if Vardy does well this weekend, going just straight out Bamford to Vards, and then it would mean that I wouldn't be able to get Trent, which I do really want to do. But then it's the old question of what's the better combination, do you think, El? Iheanacho and Trent or Vardy and Phillips? It's a tough question.
I feel like if one game week both Trent and Iheanacho pop off, then you're flying. Whereas I can't see Phillips getting any more than 6 in a game week.
True. So you could see Iheanacho you could see Iheanacho getting a 9-pointer. and like
Trent
getting
12.
Trent getting like a 9-12 as well. Whereas Vardy probably only gets like a 9-pointer, and then Phillips only gets like a 6. So they still both do well, but I see what you mean. The potential for that combination to do, it's more there because both players have as good of potential as each other, whereas Phillips is very much restricting Vardy almost. Best Man City midfielder this game week. Who didn't play in the Champions League? Did Mahrez play? I think Mahrez did play.
Mahrez has played a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, Mahrez played a lot. So maybe
Sterling probably.
Not Mahrez. Yeah,
Torres
smashing pick. Sterling, I would be going for. Martinez or Sanchez in goal
for this week.
Villa play Liverpool. Yeah, maybe Sanchez probably has the better chance of keeping a clean sheet. Realistically, is Reguilon a good shout? Very high rotation.
Probably not.
Very good from an attacking perspective. But yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Probably not. Would probably be the verdict there. And yeah, that's all the comments. And by my watch, that's it.
That's half past.
That's half past. Jesus Christ, have I done everything correctly?
I did a last minute Bruno switch.
Captain?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What about the boys?
Like, that's last minute, but like, I feel good about it. Normally when I become a last minute move, I'm like, ugh. But I genuinely feel good about that captaincy choice because it's going to be nice now watching that game and being able to support the side that's absolutely battering the other side. Because that's how I think the game's going to go.
Yeah.
Although I do own Kane x Son, they'll be naughty for the game weeks after that anyway. But this week I feel confident in Bruno. He's going to provide. He is going to provide.
I know they brought in Greenwood this week, to be fair.
As well with Bruno, the thing is his effective ownership's so high. So obviously, but I think this is a week where less people will captain him. I don't know. Do you think he'll still be the most captain player?
Many. I think it'll be him or Salah. Yeah.
You reckon him or Salah? Not Trent. Not Trent. Sorry, Kane.
Oh, Kane. I mean, maybe, but United aren't. I mean, we're not like amazing at the back, but we're not awful.
Yeah.
We should be able to keep out Spurs reasonably well.
Yeah,
especially if Spurs set with a back five, like I'm expecting them to.
Yeah, Owen's saying he had the armband on Bruno until he brought Vardy in. So
yeah, that's fair enough.
Just check on the app as well. You don't have to save, do you? It just does it. I know on the website you have to click save, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Whereas I think on the app,
don't worry, Jobs.
I am breaking it right now. I think
you'll have done it. You'll have done it.
Thing is, either way, if it goes back onto Kane, I'm just like, it's Kane. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, I trust. I'm intrigued to see what else everyone else has done. Because I know Ishan was on a wild card and he was chatting to me earlier about a triple up on Arsenal defence. He was texting me what Arsenal defenders play, and I was like, well, they're a bit shit defensively.
I mean, yeah, Tierney's out again as well, isn't he?
Yeah, that pissed me off. My team was going to line up so nicely for this week if Tierney starts, or at least reasonably nicely, because it means Smith Rowe. I don't think he's going to start. I think Odegaard will start over Smith Rowe. I'll be buzzing if Smith Rowe does start. But yeah, as I said, I don't think he will. On app, you have to press. Yeah, but that's you press the captaincy, and then you press confirm after, in that same action, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So if on the picture it's got him as my captain, he will be my captain.
Yeah, as long as you did it before half past.
Fuck. We'll see, man. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Done it enough times now.
Odd. Yeah, it's just a scat in it. But yeah, we'll wrap up there, fella.
No worries.
Yeah, that's been a nice little intense deadline stream. Enjoyed getting back into it. It's been a while since we've done one of those. Yeah, Hope
Come on,
everyone
Burnley.
hope everyone has a good week. Come on, Pedro Neto. Let's bloody have it. And we'll catch you in a bit. Thanks for joining, Mel.
That's all right. Yeah, no worries.
See you later.